Greetings everyone. In this video I want to talk about source and what source is, and well, we'll go there.
Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
So, many think that this game is about a growth, source and growth. Well, let me explain to you what and who source is. Source is pure creative energy, conscious creative energy. No matter, totally free, unbound creative energy. Now, source cannot grow because nothing exists outside of source. In other words, to say that source could grow would mean that there's something outside of it, because there's somewhere for it to expand and grow to. And that is not possible because nothing exists outside of source. Now, I'm talking about source outside of all the matrices. I'm talking about who you are. I'm talking about the creative energy that you are. Now, as source is boundless, conscious, creative energy, it has what I would call a central core. And outside the central core and extended beyond it are the source fractals, cells, energy cells, more energy cells. You see, you are your source fractal. You are your synergy cell. You are that conscious creative energy. I have talked about this before in that I have referenced source as being a body with many cells. I mean, you have a body, but you have many cells in your body that make up your body. Well, you are a source player, and that is your job within source. That's who you are. I've also described source being a brain, okay, because it's conscious creative energy. Conscious creative energy. Yes. Powerful creator. You have no beginning and you have no end. Source has always been and always will be. And what you are experiencing here is just a thought or a manifest creation within source itself. You created all of this. Now, this is not God, okay? This is not God. This is source. This is who you are. And if you think of something as a God outside of yourself, well, then you're creating that thing. It's not who you are, and it's still subservient to source, because source is who you are. And if you create a God that you worship outside of yourself and you give your power away to, well, then that's unfortunate for you. But it only exists for you because you're powering that God in your life. Your synergy cell, your source fractal within source. Okay. You as a gamer go into these games, and when you successfully complete them, you get more energy from the core. Okay, so you grow yourself, your own cell, but you do not grow source, if you understand it. There's a redistribution. There is a distribution from the central core that has not been assigned to any source fractals. So therefore, whenever you come into these games and you complete them and you experience things for all of source in these games, then there is a reward that comes out of that, in that your source fractal itself within source outside of these matrices enlarges itself, because there is a portion of the central core that is then given to you. So you expand, but the central core contracts. Now, there's never any worry for all of that energy to get distributed through all of source. It's not ever going to happen. But you and your small portion as part of the body can increase, and in that essence have more energy and more power and grow and expand yourself. But this game isn't about growing and knowing yourself more, other than the fact that you want to get through the experiences of this game and experience your best life yet. Know what this game is, know who you are, know your powers, and know how to line up, harmonize your frequency bodies, and get outside the box, the matrix box, to really be able to have some powerful creative abilities and be able to fully create your best life yet. None of this stuff just comes and is dropped into your lap. It takes practice. It takes connection with your source self and asking lots of questions and getting information, getting comprehension within this game. Now, when I say that your source fractal has been expanded, okay, within source. You have expanded yourself within source. As you complete matrix games and you're successful, then you add more to yourself as a result of your success. Now, this game was an extreme game wager and has extreme benefits to you when you exit this game and you return to your source awareness outside the matrix. If you complete this game well, yes, if you complete this game well, there are rewards within it, the matrix itself. In this game, in this experience, there are rewards. And you can experience the pleasures of those rewards in this life that you are experiencing. But beyond that, source, which is who you really are, okay? When you exit this game and you are successful, well, you will get an energy increase from the core, okay? So you will grow your fractal. You will grow and increase your fractal. Those who leave this game unsuccessfully, who fail, who made the major wager and left and have totally fallen asleep and have chosen not to wake up at this time, even with being prodded, poked, and the matrix even putting it out right there in front of your faces, their faces, those who have chosen to remain asleep, well, asleep they will remain, and they will, whenever they return to their source self-awareness, their energy will be given to the winner of the game. Their energy belongs to the winner of the game because they failed. And every source player who entered realized that if they failed, that it cost them their energy. Whether the matrix got it and remained active, or whether they increased themselves, or they surrendered their energy. It's like a big gambling game, okay? You got money on the table and you go all in. You put all your money out into the center and you're making the major wager here. It's everything. It's all or nothing. And you either win or you lose. That's the duality of this matrix. You either win or you lose. There are a lot of aspects here to this, but this is all I'm going into right now. The point here is that since the wind's been attributed to you also. You got your synergy cell topped up. You have every chance and ability now to make this your best life yet, to make choices that will benefit you in this journey, to raise your frequency. There are choices that you will have to make that might be hard at first because they are simply addictions, like eating meat, drugs. They're simply addictions. Whenever you remove it for a long enough period of time, you are set free from the tie of the addiction. You are set free from the tie of the addiction. And you are released from that thing, no longer bound by it. But they're choices that you have to make. And enjoy the journey along the way. It's no great loss. It really is no great loss. Choose to find something in your day that you enjoy. If you don't like your job, well, look for a different job that you can enjoy more. But while you're looking for that other job, you need to be enjoying with intent the job that you have. You make it enjoyable by your mind. You see, your mind controls everything. Your mind controls everything in your game. It is your mind. You can choose to like something or not like it. You make the choices. And I suggest that if you have a job that you don't like, then you change your mind about the job. And while you're changing your mind about the job, you'll also look for something that is more to your liking that will benefit you to make that change. Okay? So this journey, now that it has been won and the win has been shared, but you have to do your part. It's not a free ride. Not a free ride. You still have to make the choices. Okay? You have to show some self-discipline and determination in your own life to experience your best life yet, and to exit this game with more energy in yourself, to have won the game, to have left and exited victoriously. That's what you want to accomplish here. And by doing so, it's exciting. It really, really is. And you can enjoy your creation so much better. But this is who you really are and what the purpose of this game is. This is a tryout for an even more difficult and challenging game. If any one source player who leaves here and fails to wake up and make the choices that they need to connect with their source self in levels 5 through 11, you are forfeiting your game and you're forfeiting your energy. And since you're source, you will always be, but you will just have no energy. Your cell is incapable of maintaining its level. And so for all of source, for the benefit of all of source, you yourself will isolate yourself and surrender your energies. It's all source energy. Your cell is simply a container. Source never gets any bigger, but what will happen is your cell is going to collapse, and the energy that is in that cell is going to go into expand and take what energy you had. So source is never expanding. It's not growing. It's not getting any bigger, because source is all that is and ever can be. There's nothing outside of it, so there can be no expansion happening. But it is expanding and shrinking of cells right within source itself. So, in that essence, expanding and shrinking, yes. But not source as a whole getting larger or anything like that, because it's not possible. Great rewards, and that's why you came in. That's why you came in. Great rewards. And the rewards really only apply to those who came into the secondary dream state matrix. The ones that are still in the physical realm, lumbering around in the biological bodies, there's no reward for them because they didn't experience this part of it. There was nothing really for them to... There was no gamble for them. They can leave anytime they choose, and many have left. But this is where the game is at. This really is where the game is at. Pretty magnificent dream world that we are living in. Now, you can experience your best life yet by making best choices for yourself. And there are things that are absolutely non-negotiable in this game, and you need to watch the videos, and you need to watch all the videos so you can know what this game is that you are in. Now, if you have benefited from these videos, then it benefits you to say thank you via PayPal or Patreon, as it is a frequency issue within you. It is a frequency unlock within you that can be accomplished no other way. It's a choice you have to make. It's an inner work in you. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.